Your job is to represent the public, the people who elect you. Start doing your job. If you don't like it, clear off. Simple as that. I'd like to actually ask the members of Parliament, the present on the panel, what part of democracy they don't actually understand. Parliament had a ballot, did it not, in order to have the referendum. They voted 6-1 to have the ballot. You took that ballot, you took the chance, we had the referendum, you didn't get the answer that you wanted, and now you want to turn it round. I didn't vote for the last.
The leader of the Labour Party was banned from Jeremy Clarkson's pub, not just out of personal grudge, but as a reflection of deeper frustration with UK politics. Clarkson, known for his bold opinions, made it clear the UK needs real leadership, not more of the same. Businessman and outspoken government critic Rurt Lowe has also been vocal about the UK's broken immigration system. He pointed out a serious issue: people entering the country without proper identification and, in some cases, falsely claiming to be minors. This isn't just a minor issue, it affects national security, the economy, and public trust in the government.
Can I have a ballot?
Can I answer your question? I mean, what I was saying, and my clarity is that I'm not saying and I'm not suggesting we ignore the vote. The vote is quite clear. But as a Member of Parliament, I have a responsibility for British jobs, British workers,
you have a representation.
So you need clarity that we're going to safeguard that.
No. All right. Sorry, your job is to represent the public, the people who elect you. Start doing your job. If you don't like it, clear off. Simple as that.
The room was packed. BBC's Question Time was in full swing. Angela Rayner sat on the panel, confident as ever, ready to defend Labour's decisions. But then, one question changed everything. A man from the audience, fed up with the political spin, stood up. His voice was calm but firm. Which part of democracy do you not understand? The air in the room shifted. Silence. Then, the crowd erupted, applause, nods, even cheers. Rayner's face tightened. She laughed nervously, shifted in her seat, then dodged the question. Classic politician move. But it didn't work. The audience saw the moment for what it was, a politician struggling to defend the system she claimed to stand for. Rayner often reminds everyone of her working-class roots, Labour's voice of the people. But when asked to define those people, she stumbles. Time and again, she's dodged the simple question, who is a working person? No clear answer. Just vague talk about fairness and opportunity. Labour claims to represent the working class, yet its deputy leader can't even define them. People see the cost of living crisis, job insecurity, rising taxes. They live it. Rayner? She talks about it. But when put on the spot, she falls flat. She loves the story, the girl from a council estate, the single mom who made it to Parliament. But does it hold up? Not anymore. Critics say Rayner has become part of the same political bubble she once fought against. And voters? They're noticing. Rayner's story sounds good on paper. But outside Parliament, people aren't buying it. And then, Labour's latest move. Elections cancelled. In areas where Reform UK was gaining ground, Labour conveniently scrapped local elections, silencing 5.5 million voters. Not just a bureaucratic decision. A political strategy. Labour saw Reform UK rising, so they pulled the plug. And yet, they call themselves the Party of Democracy. The public isn't stupid. They know when they're being silenced. And come the next election, the real one, Labour might just find out how much people hate being ignored. The room was packed. BBC's Question Time was in full swing.
Would you reverse the cuts on corporation tax?
I think that the cuts on corporation tax are missing a point because we need that money. We need that money at the moment.
Would you reverse it?
Hold on.
Inheritance tax. Would you reverse them?
I think that at the moment, cutting at a time where we need those services and people need those services is the wrong decision to
But
make.
I'm asking you, would you reverse the cut in corporation tax?
But I'm telling you, Andrew, that our priority is
You're not telling me the question.
I am.
The
I'm
answer.
saying that the cuts in corporation tax, the cuts in inheritance tax, the cuts in capital gains tax.
But where was what's the cut in capital gains tax?
But what's really important, Andrew?
No, excuse me, I'm asking you a question. What's the cut in the capital gains tax?
They've cut the capital gains tax.